Yes, I realize I look like CZ now. Anyway, I buzzed my head because I was working too long, 17-hour days, got too tired, didn't have a chance to go to the barber, and you know how hair gets itchy around the ears? I just decided I'd chop this off to make it stop being itchy, and then it just looked weird, so I went, "Rrr." I have a buzz thing at my house, so I just buzzed my head. I'm not here to talk about my house. I'm here to tell you about this. Imagine if there was a website that could actually predict your sexual compatibility that's different than the way you normally predict your sexual compatibility, which is by actually having sex. I mean, most people have sex to test their sexual compatibility, and that's the most expensive way to test your compatibility. It's kind of like eating something to see if it's poisonous. Let's see if this will give me diarrhea. Let's eat it to test. That's the dumbest thing in the world. If you have sex to test your sexual compatibility, you're either going to get a venereal disease, pregnant, or worse, you're going to fall in love with someone you're not actually compatible with and then spend the rest of your life with them, having missed and effed up all your other chances with anyone that actually is remotely compatible with you. Just because you're yours. Anyway, it's the most expensive way to test if you're compatible or not, and this does it before you even buy her a drink. This does it before you even show him your thighs. Unless you're at a beach, then you're already showing everyone your thighs. Imagine if it worked, and it does. It literally does. And the developers just got a influencer on board who's already got thousands and thousands of people who follow him for relationship advice. This is the most awesome thing in the world. And guess what? You see, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but there's a missing part in here. You wouldn't notice that it was missing because it's missing, but there's a missing part in here. Normally here, what would go here is copyright information and this, that, and the other. You know what's going to go here? Well, the copyright information and this, that, and the other. But it's also going to say premium services and members only features payable with this. With what? With this. What? This. Here it is. This. I love that play on words. XY as in chromosomes, and it's kind of like sex backwards, except with a Y, and if you read it forwards, it's XYS, and if you read it backwards, it's sex with a Y instead of E. Anyway, premium features, you say? What kind of premium features could there be? Oh, what could there be? What kind of premium features could there be on a website that does this? Imagine if the website could not only tell you who you were compatible with, but told you where they lived. You would obviously opt in. It'll tell you that, hey, you're sexually and emotionally compatible with someone that lives 6 kilometers away, 3 miles away. You want to meet them? And then it sends out invitations to both of you guys. You send images and pictures of each other and voice clippings and whatnot. And if you decide to meet each other, because you're already confirmed sexually compatible, guess what? It's going to cost you $500. $500? Isn't that a lot of money? It depends. Literally, there are guys in Arabia, there are guys in Dubai that are paying $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month. Look this up. Look this up. You'll actually find guys that are paying $50,000 a month to Tinder to get their platinum this, platinum that, full this, full that, first response this, that. And then what do? They actually fly girls out on their private jets. This is the audience. I'm not talking guys that are like, $5 a month, that's way too expensive. Why would anyone pay $5 a month for a dating service? No, there are guys that literally pay $50,000 a month and then end up putting girls on and I hear they poop on these girls when they literally poop on these girls. Like, it's weird. Everybody has their own thing and that they like to do, and so I'm not going to judge that. That's not what this YouTube show does. It's not about judging people pooping. Why did I even bring up poop? Now it's going to be really hard to get back to the topic. Anyway, there's going to be guys that pay $100 a month, $50 a month to meet someone and girls, especially girls, because they're the most to lose. They have the most to lose if they test their sexual compatibility by actually having sex. They can get pregnant. They're more likely to get venereal disease. It's just, for women, it's like girls' night where girls are going to pay, what, $5 a month or $20 a month max, and then guys have to pay. Because if the website actually says, hey, here's Chad over here, and he's 2 miles away, and he's perfectly emotionally compatible and sexually compatible to you, you don't think the girl's actually going to, like, sleep with him? You don't think there's a really high chance that she's going to sleep with him? As opposed to, here's Chad, all the other girls like him, but he kind of gives me the creeps sexually. But all the other girls, I don't know. But here's this website that's really cool and calm and cold and analytic, and it's based on alien technology. That's how this thing works. How else would it work? You think this is like a magic 8-ball or a fortune cookie that just randomly tells you shit? It's the most amazing thing. This is what you do. You have people in your life that maybe you were mentally or emotionally incompatible with, but you were sexually super, super compatible with. Plug their birth date in here. Plug them in here. Here. Plug them in here. This will tell you exactly what you already know what your relationship was like. Let's see if this thing can actually foresee and tell you whether you were compatible or not with this person. Test it out. It's the weirdest thing, I'm telling you guys. And it's going to be powered by this. P.S. All the bots are gone. Literally, I got rid of all the bots and waited until they sold. So there's no weth in here. Whoever buys this right now is just going to get rich regardless.